There are a few different ways for command to output its results. Commands typically print their output to the terminal. For example, the uptime command prints out a single line of information. This single line of output always has the same format. First comes the current time, then comes the computer's uptime in terms of days, minutes, and hours. Next is how many users are logged in. And the last item on the line is the computer's current load average. In this case, it looks like the computer is running about 0.01 processes at a time on average, so it's not very busy right now. Every time you run uptime, you'll get output in this format. Other programs can be a bit more dynamic in their output, though. The amount of information they print depends on various factors. For example, the host command prints out one line for each entry in a domain's DNS record. System administrators can specify lots of different things in their DNS records, so the host command needs to be flexible and print however much information is available. Here we see that Linux Weekly News has a simpler DNS configuration. It only has 2 entries. ls is another command that works this way. It prints the name of every file in the current directory. That means that ls will sometimes output a lot of text and sometimes none at all. Let's run ls again and see the result. When we ran ls earlier, there was no output. Now we see there's one file, stuff.zip. This kind of dynamically sized output is pretty common. A lot of commands work this way. It can be disconcerting to run a command and get no output or very little output, but don't panic. When using the shell, no news is usually good news. Now it's your turn to interpret ls's output. Let's switch to another terminal running on another computer. How many items are in this directory?